It's not you, it's your environment. What do I mean by that? Well, for starters, what even is environment? Your environment is the people, and the things happening around you, right? And that's important because you're taking in all this. It's all information that your brain takes in. And the things that you take in, eventually, if you take it in over a period of time, it will become a part of you almost, right? If you're around certain people for a prolonged period of time, you'll gradually start to pick up their habits. If you're in a certain place, you'll be accustomed to that place. If you're accustomed to being, around certain things, people doing certain things, it'll gradually start to rub off on you. And if it rubs off on you, then it eventually you become that. You become your environment to an extent. And even if you have like a mind of steel that even you think you'll never fall into peer pressure, it's only a matter of time if you're in the wrong environment. It just takes one bad day or just one persistent environment that really just wants you to change. And eventually it will happen. Eventually you will become a part of your environment. You will become exactly like the other people in your environment, doing the same things they do. And okay, you might be thinking, why does that matter, right? Well, there's a study shown that attributes someone's environment on a macro level and on a micro level to their mental health, right? People who have a stressful environment, whether it be at work, school, or even at home. These people, if they have a stressful environment, it will directly affect their mental health, right? And you might be thinking, what can you do about it? Well, for starters, you can change your environment on a macro level and on a micro level. What does micro mean? Micro is on a small level. Think about, just cleaning your room. There's also studies shown that, having a clean work environment, sleep and living environment can help your mental health. It helps organize things. And I can testify for this. When I have a clean room, my thoughts come more easily, versus when my room is dirty, or just my living area in general, whether it be anywhere, your car, just any area you're in. If it's just dirty and unorganized, it's just mental fog, brain fog almost, right? Because for me at least, it's like a to-do list in my head. It's like constantly, okay, you gotta clean this up. And time goes by, you don't clean it up, and you still gotta clean it up. It's like a to-do list, you gotta go do it. And once it's clean, you won't have that. You won't have that, to-do list in your head. Oh, it's already done. I can, work on something else, right? There's studies shown that prove these things. And on a more macro level, you can think about, the larger scale, the bigger picture, like moving out of your parents' house or switching schools, switching jobs. This is a way bigger step and requires obviously a lot of preparation to do it properly and not mess up your life. And that's probably a bigger step. And I would only do that if there's no other option. If it's just a terrible environment, you don't see people changing, they just tear you down every time they're around you, just throwing negative affirmations at you, putting you down, or even just people just being lazy. It's negative people that you just don't want to be around. In those instances, I would consider, taking a big step, switching, areas, living spaces, schools, whatever it may be, work, job, whatever it may be. And another thing that can be consider your environment is, social media, as well as music, and what can you do about that, right? You're consuming content on the daily. it's almost as if you're in that world, right? Watching vlogs, watching, certain YouTubers or even shows, Netflix even, Instagram, you're consuming all that. And it's gradually over time that will as well become a part of you, right? You'll start trying to post the same things they post, or if you're watching a show, you might, even if it's something small, you might try to like do something that they're doing, even on a TV show, right? And as for music is pretty much designed to put certain thoughts and ideas into your head, right? Like if you just got over a breakup and you start listening to like heartbreak kind of music, sad music, that's gonna put ideas in your head, and then before you know it, you might be texting back your ex or something. Or if you're listening to like maybe say gangster rap music, it's gonna put ideas into your head as well, and then you mess around, rob a store. You get what I'm saying? Music is just as much as your environment as, work, school, home, because it's throwing ideas at you just as much, if not more, than the people around you, right? Depending on how often you listen to music. For myself, I listen to music a lot, so it's a lot of ideas. And so I've become more aware with the music I'm listening to and what kind of ideas that song might want me to have, right? And so I became careful of that, right? So only the loud, aggressive, gangster rap music, I might save that for a workout, to get that extra aggressiveness, but fueled towards something positive. Like trying to get that extra rep in, a few extra, reps and sets in the gym. That's somewhere where that music might come in handy. Versus, more slow and calm music. I can listen to that when I'm just chilling, just trying to relax. I think there's a time and place for everything, and you just have to become aware of your environment, how it's affecting you, why it's affecting you the way it is, and what should you do if you should do anything. Even just the awareness on its own can be a huge plus, and controlling how you move from there. Because a lot of people are not aware that their environment is affecting them the way that it is. They just think, oh, they're just a bad person. No. There might not be nothing wrong with you. It's most likely just your environment. And switching your environment can put you in a more positive headspace. Bring out a whole different side of you that you didn't even know that you had. Right? And you won't know that until you switch your environment. Like, they say the grass isn't greener on the other side. But until you switch environments, until you hop the fence and see, there's no way of knowing, right? So, in this situation, I would say, try to see if the grass is greener on the other side. Switch your environment. Like I said, on a macro level, on a micro level, right? Like I said, clean your room, that's a micro level. That can just boost your productivity. For me, that's how I was able to get this video out. I couldn't really focus until I cleaned my room. Now that my room is cleaned, I'm making this video right now. So I can definitely testify for all the stuff I'm saying. And as for a macro level, I should say, I've switched schools so many times. And definitely the people that go to your school, like I said, no matter how strong your mind is, mind of steel, if it catches you on the wrong day, the wrong people, it's gonna take a toll on you gradually. You have to see these people 5 days a week for 8 hours. It's going to affect you. Work, school, home, you gotta live with certain people, it will affect you, whether you like it or not. And you have to at least take matters into your own hands and be aware of it, right? How is it affecting you? Why is it affecting you that way? And what can you do about it? Do you need to switch environments? Is it better if you stay in that environment, try to fix things? Right? Just take these into consideration and just become self-aware, because sometimes it really isn't you. It really can just be your environment. And with that said, hope y'all have a blessed day. I'm out.